So it's basically last few hours here in CES, and it was such an amazing experience. Um, I got to see so much new shit that I didn't even knew existed, and sat in a bunch of conferences with a bunch of relatively important people who were like, "What the fuck is this random dude doing here?" And they say most of life is just showing up to shit, right? So in the end, I had to show up to this stuff, and I mean, it was great. I got to see this 8K OLED display. Apparently, there's a wireless OLED as well. Uh, I got to see supposedly the first 240 gaming hertz game OLED monitor, but some dude on YouTube called me out saying it's not really. How is it that I had it before this debut? And I told him to go refer to the marketing people because that's not how I feel. Uh, let's see, what else did we see? I got to see stuff from iBuyPower, Asus Tech, Gigabyte, all of the major people that I was basically, interested in. And, I busted my ass this whole exhibit. I would probably say it was a lot to walk. I'd probably say I did at least, I must have walked at least 16 miles. I'm not joking because it's very spread out, and then I was lost, and also I didn't really I was trying to manage these costs, right? So instead of paying for Uber and taxi and all this other crap, uh, we did the sustainable option, which is go hoof it. It's also the most cost effective option. So I mean, that's a win-win-win. That's a win-win-win, right? And I also got to try this Japanese Wagyu steak that was apparently $360 for like 6 ounces. Like, what the fuck? I was not prepared for that. But, you know, uh, the card cleared. So, I mean, that's the most important part because you don't want to get called out in a place like that, right? So, we're definitely going home broke, but it was a very good time. I mean, technically, everybody out here is on business, but I had to front this by myself because this is not business. But I was just able to finesse my way into this thing anyway. Uh, I know a bunch of people fake credentials just to get into this crap, and I didn't have to do that because I have a domain, corporate email domain, which uh, I mean, I don't really, even the invite party, I was like number two on the invite list, right? And and people must be like, hey, who is this random motherfucker that has access to this thing? I'm like, oh well, I'm very good at finding stuff, right? And that's my role in this company, and that's my value add. Like, you're so busy, caught up in doing whatever you need to do in your daily role that you don't know how to look for shit. And that's how I give my value add proposition to these motherfuckers. And even though I don't get stocks in this company, like, I think that's pretty ridiculous. Hourly employees do not get stocks. How is it that our leadership principle is ownership when we can't even own a part of the company like that? Uh, so, it's like Easy said. He was saying classism is the new racism, man. So you got to be careful of that, and that's why we represent, and that's why it's hard for me to do business in this shit, because I'm over here on my street knowledge stuff, and I don't give a shit. Like, if we want to do business, we're going to do it my way because I'm a G, right? And that's the game. Uh, so, so these are my musings, and then we're just going to knock some deals out afterwards too, because now that I got this here experience, you know, uh, I feel a lot more prepared, inspired for the future. Um, Not to mention that just being around this energy right now is it's life changing, dude. Because all these conferences are big or whatever, right? And like I said, there were senators here. There was like a Siemens CEO, and yeah, I was like in the front row with all these reporters, right? And that's what I'm saying, man, because that's the number one thing in life. That advice, you just got to show up. So we showed the fuck up.